reward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine.
EA Sports coverage brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Back to throw, Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hey.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Come 19! Come 19!
In motion is Grant. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Philip Dorsett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Warrior 70.
On play action, they'll throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
18, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Browns hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Ready? Lightning 18.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
79 Broncos.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble. and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Going for the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, then you even call this an watching. They are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready, set.
In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 11. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Cooper, the man in motion left.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! 60 Vikings! 60 Vikings!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. Well, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end, and he comes through with a first down catch on that previous play.
Hunt. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
On my play, on Reno, alert.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed him back and set up 3rd down.
They'll give it to Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. In motion is Grant.
7 Pirates.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a first down carry for Harris. The tackle there by John Johnson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett completes this one to Pickens.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 10.
Pickett completes Austin here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 3rd and 2, Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Let's go.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Get it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion is Grant. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Again, it's Harris. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. Has to hit.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Pickett. Completes it to Austin. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Steelers.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Pickett will try to throw for this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go. Nineteen tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Deion Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice. How about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Second and 5.
It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Check.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about...
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me, they the ones stirring up the conflict.